It's time! Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are here today to discuss the upcoming fight night, not Dos Anjos versus Fazeev. I don't know too much about that one. Don't have a ton of interest in that one, if I'm completely honest. I think it's going to be a good one. I'm too stoked by Ortega versus Yair. Me and my buddy have been talking about this one for months, ever since it was announced, and I like to call Yair the human tornado. I mean, his spinning attacks are signature and deadly. Ortega, it's going to be a tough challenge. Just coming off a defeat from a title fight, a title fight, which, be honest, I wanted him to win. To be honest, one he should have won. If by that I don't mean the decision was bad. The decision was absolutely correct. But he had him in two deadlocked submissions. That should have been game over, especially with someone like Ortega. Okay? So let's focus on what we do know. Yair is a striker. Now, you obviously can't see my screen, but Yair hasn't lost a ton. He is a great striker. The key is going to ultimately, for Ortega, is going to be taking him down. Ortega cannot let anything get inside his head that says he should stand there and strike with him. That, I think, was one of the problems he had with Volkanovski. Volkanovski is one of the most dominant champions ever, especially since we've seen in a long time. His striking is phenomenal. Now, his ground game is good too. I mean, he got out of those submissions for a reason. But his striking is just phenomenal. I mean, look what he did to Holloway. Max Holloway is, according to him, the best boxer in the UFC, baby. But 5-0 rounds. Do you realize how stellar that is? That is unbelievable. Now, Ortega needs to take Yair down early, which I think could be easier if he figures out and can read Yair's strikes and spinning attacks. He cannot. I think Ortega just needs to wear him down by taking him down constantly. Every chance he gets, takedown. Even if you're not doing damage, just score the points. Forget if someone says it's boring, whatever. The job is to win. The job is to win. That's the ultimate job. So, what's the key for Yair? Do not go to the ground with Ortega and do not go up against that cage. If he gets a flying triangle on you, you're screwed. You're done. There's a reason his nickname is Brian T. City Ortega. Don't get in that triangle. It won't be pleasant. Even if you get out, it will not be pleasant. And I think that's another thing for Ortega. If a submission fails, he cannot let it get to him. The debilitation of a fighter when a submission fails can cost them the fight even if they're winning, because they were so confident in that move. It didn't work. It's the same with strikers. You know, your striking's not working on one particular guy and you give up. You don't think about every other trick that's in your arsenal. Ortega can stand to an extent. Against the Korean Zombie, he looked phenomenal, like he was a striker. If he can pull that out, maybe he stands a chance standing there. Maybe that's what him and his camp want to prove. Maybe that's what they're looking for. But ultimately, he needs to look for the submission. Yair's striking is so crisp. I mean, he gave Holloway a run for his money. Honestly, Yair, I mean, in a world where there is no Holloway or Volkanovski or whatever, he's one of the best strikers. His striking is technically sound, but it's also unpredictably weird because he just randomly throws a spin attack while he's throwing ones and twos. 1-2, spinning elbow. Or 6-12 elbow. Knockout of Korean Zombie. Now they both, Ortega and Yair, have wins over the Korean Zombie. So they need to look hard and see that Yair wants it on the feet. Ortega needs it on the ground. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. That's my assessment of that. I'll be posting another video right after this of me going over the current state of the UFC. Thank you.